So I know it's been many days that I'm not uploading videos properly. So because I'm working on some big project, so it is eating my time. So I'm doing less videos or a few videos, like one video a week. I'm really sorry for that. Okay, so this video is basically about Linux commands itself. It is actually used for network engineering or network, the people who work in network. Okay, so I don't need to waste your time, and let's start that. Okay, the first thing network people should know is that how do you check the IP addresses. So basically we do IP-ATDR, so we actually to check IP addresses, or else we actually do ifconfig. So this will also give in a good format, like it is totally good format. So since I'm using NAT network, I'm getting like 10.0.2.15 IP address. Okay, so because I'm using NAT network, there's many commands that you can use. Okay, so the next command is that you can use ping to check the connection between your system and Google. Okay, so since you are connected to a network, so how do you know that? Like if you're connected to a network, if you're connected to a network, how do you know that you are connected to a network? So what you need to do, you need to use a ping. So ping is basically will send a packet from your system to a Google server. Then it will get back all the packets, from the Google server to your system. So that is what the ping does. It will actually send all the packet and it will receive. So in what amount of speed it receives? So let's see, time 31.8 milliseconds. In a fraction of milliseconds, the request been sent and it's been received. I'll just stop it. Okay, so you can use ping to check the connection, and there is one more thing that you can check. If you are connected to a server, then you can use trace route and then google.com. So this will basically find all the routers between your system and the google.com server. So if you need this command to perfectly work, you need to use this command using sudo. So sudo will give more privilege. One second. Okay, so sudo will actually give more privilege than using trace route normally. It will actually provide much more information, but in this system it is not providing much more information. Since you can see there is 3 stars in it, 3 stars actually represent that your system is this, and from your system it is connected to this particular router and this router, and there is totally 30 routers in between my system and Google server. So that is the meaning of it. Trace route also is there, and you can use trace path also. Trace path google.com. Sorry, I can't see. Okay, trace path also, but trace path command is being was taken out because so that you cannot use trace path. Okay, so now you need to check all the connections, all the local connection, all the network connection in your system. So you can use netstat. That will basically display all the connections in your system, because like in port address it starts from 0 and it will end in 65,535 something. So I'm not correct that I don't know the exact 65,535 I thought. Okay, so there is many ports that system can connect, but basically this netstat will display the network statistics. Basically it will display statistics and routing tables. It will also display the routing table. But if you need to use this netstat properly, you can include TULN. So this will also it will be showing active internet connection only servers. Okay, let me use this using sudo. Maybe it is not connected the server, I guess. So you can see here this is the local connections into my system, and I'll go fill up. Just a minute. You can see here it is connected locally, UDP. Yeah, okay. So this is how you can use netstat to display the network statistics. Okay, if you need to see the socket, let's say you are connected to a what server, and you need to see the socket. So for that you can do SS. This will basically display all the sockets between your system or your connected system. In this also you can use TULPN, I guess. Okay, SS and TULN. No, it is not. Yeah, it is not getting much data, I guess. Okay, so SS is basically used to see the socket statistics, or all the sockets your system is connected, or your system is connected to a server or something like that. Okay, so you know about IP address and you know about MAC address, but there is one more thing called ARP network. Basically, if you are connected to a server, the first your system will say your IP addresses, but the server should agree that you are a genuine system, so that what MAC address should be sent from your system to the server and be checked whether this is a genuine or not. So in that particular place there will be one man called ARP, address resolution protocol. So this will basically check whether your system is like genuine or not. Okay, so that is why we use ARP, and if you press ARP A because to display all, then it will display all. So since it has only one ARP, that means this is my IP address, I guess, and this is my MAC address. Yeah, MAC address. This is my MAC address. Okay, so there is many arguments that you can use with ARP, but I'm just showing just essential, which is essential for networking. Okay, so you can use route command to display and monitor the routing tables to control how network traffic is going on. So you can do route, and you can see you can use route. By default it is connected to a 10.0.2.0, and the gateway will be 0.0.0, and gen mask is 25.25, something like that. But you can even use it more effectively by IP and route and the show. This will also basically display all the mask address, I guess, 10.0.0. I'm really sorry for the background noise, and I'm hearing more background noise. Okay, so IP route can be used more effectively than normally using it. And one more thing is that you know what is the name of the website, like let me say google.com, but okay, let me take google.com, but you don't know exact IP address of it. There is two command that you can use to get the IP address of a Google, is that nslookup. So this will basically get the Google's IP address, or else you can use one more command called dig. So this will also get the exact IP address. You can see 19.168, 15.144, you can see 51.144, the same IP address it got. So there is many commands that will do the same, but this is the basic one you need to know for networking. Okay, so let's say that you need to know the DNS information of any IP address or any domain names, so that you can use host. Let me take google.com as an example. Okay, so this will basically see the address, and the IP address 6 will be displayed and handled by smp.google.com. So mail will be handled by smp.google.com. So this will basically show the host information or DNS information about a particular IP address or else a domain name. Okay, let's say you need to bring network interface up, or if you need to bring network interface down. Okay, let's see how many network interface I have. Okay, so I have one and I have two. So let's say I need to bring this down. So what I do? So I use IP and I use down. So this will basically bring down. Okay, let's select enp 0s3 command not found out. Okay. Mm, it is basically not IP, it is IF, sorry. So if config IF, if config, yeah. Okay, unknown. Okay, ENP0S is already there. Okay, let me copy this. Let me paste you. Unknown interface. You can see the interface here, but it is saying, okay, let me down yellow. Okay, so it is working. I can use it sudo and yellow. Then if I do config, you can see there is no yellow interface. I could not do for this because I don't know, maybe some settings are being modified. Okay, I could do for yellow. So if I need to do it revert, like reverse, if up I can do, and I can do yellow. So now if I press config, you can see hello is up and running. Okay, now you need to check the configure wireless network interface, and you need to display its network. So you can use IF, but now I'm using IW. It will basically work like IF only, but if you need to check whether you have any external interface card or something like that, you can use IW config, or you can use IW. Okay, so this is much stuff. Okay, let's say that you need to obtain an IP address and network settings from an DHCP server. DHCP, you know, because DHCP is basically used uh, like in every routers or in every modems, because it will only assign the IP address for a system, which will actually assign available IP address, not IP address, available IP address to a system when system is asking the router to connect me to the internet. So that is when DHCP will work. For that you need to use DH, that is DHCP, and you need to say client, DHCP client, and then now I what made a LO to go down, so I need to choose LO, sorry, not LS, LO. Operation not permitted. Let me use sudo. Okay, if config, if I do, maybe it does not show anything, I guess, or else I can use one more thing called Ethernet was not present, but if I use it doesn't work because ENP, yeah, okay, ENP, okay, 0s3 file exists. Okay, I will not show the what information, I guess. Okay, so let's say you need to what versatile some networking utility for sending and receiving data over TCP and UDP. So you can use NC, which is actually called netcat command, netcat. Okay, so verbose and Z, and you need to specify google.com, so any website or a domain name, and we need to say which particular protocol I'm using. Like it is basically HTTP, 443 is basically HTTPS. Press enter, it says that, yeah, it shows that HTTP is open. If I need to use HTTPS, I need to use 443. So it says HTTPS is also open. Okay, then I can use google.com. Okay, that is how we can see. So one more command is that it is called SSH. SSH is basically called secure shell. When your system is connected to another system while you are remotely operating it, so we use SSH to securely operate or control the other server or something like that. Okay, so the syntax will be SSH, and we actually use user and host name. Okay, this is what the syntax it is. So if you need to securely copy file between local and remote host using SSH, you need to use one command called SCP. Okay, SCP. So if you use SCP and then you need to choose one file, sorry for the background noise, file.txt, then you need to connect. So user at remote, and then you need to say the path of the file where this file.txt should be placed, or where this file.txt what should be copied. Okay, so this is why this is where we can use SCP to copy a file securely than SSH. Okay. Okay, so now there is one more thing or one more command where you can actually copy files, that is called FTP, file transfer protocol. So the port address will be like 20 and 21, I guess 20 or 21 or 22 something, which will actually transfer files. First you need to connect, so user at and remote. Okay, first you need to connect to FTP, and then you can transfer file, or else you can use SFTP, that is more secure form of FTP. Okay, the next thing is that telnet. So basically in my last second video, I guess, so I have run one I have executed one starvar telnet server. So you can check it out how to use telnet, and you need to specify host name. So this is the basic one you need to learn, because telnet is basically connect remotely to a host for terminal based communication. So if you're doing terminal based communication, then you need to obviously connect to her telnet command. Sorry, telnet. You need to use a telnet command. Okay, let's say now you are downloading something file from the Google or from a website. So what you need to do is that wget command. So you need to specify and example website.com/files.txt. Okay, so now what happens is that it will request the server to download, can I please download that file.txt to my local drive. So this is what wget will do. You can also do with curl, but it's okay to do with wget. So there is one more command that is called IP tables. So this is basically holding all the configuration of firewall rules for package filtering. So this, if I press enter, this will basically does not show any information. Okay, so you need to use any argument to be to work this IP tables. Okay, so the next thing is that nmap. So nmap is the powerful tool where it will check all the where it will check the server if it is alive or not. But the thing is, basically nmap is used to it's actually called network mapping, where you can use nmap and specify 1 to 1000 ports google.com. So if you say like that, then nmap will go for this website, and from 1 to 1000, which and all the ports are active or which and all the ports are open, then it will display it. You can see from Google there is only one port which is open, that is called TCP. That is only one port is open from Google. Okay, so if you need to learn nmap is the powerful tool. If you master it, then you can master the network. I'm not saying 100%, I'm just saying a part. Okay, so let's say you need to manipulate the kernel's IP route table and add a static route and more. You can also use the same command like IP route add, and then you need to specify the IP address which you would like to do it, dot slash and 24 via 192.168 dot 0.1. okay, permission not permitted, but I'm just giving an example. There is one more good command that is called mtr, which is actually called my trace route. So this will basically combine ping and the trace route command, and then it will display mtr command not found. Okay, so I need to specify one website name. Okay, mtr command not, I need to install, I guess. Maybe I need to install that mtr, I guess. It is actually reading the database, even it got confused whether mtr is there or not. Yeah, it is getting the mtr command. Okay, so now I can use mtr, I guess, because you can try in your system also. Yeah, now I got it. I can see the screen, I guess. Yeah, mtr is basically will get all the information from google.com. See it, it's actually lost 100%, and the worst case you can actually see all the informations. Like this is the server IP address, I guess. I showed you the exact IP address of Google when we are doing ping.com or NS lookup. I showed you 51.141 was the exact Google IP address. We can also try it, just quit it. Okay, so if you need to display or change Ethernet devices settings, okay, so you can use Ethernet and tool, and you need to specify ETH0, but this system does not have ETH0, so I could not show it. I can try it, I guess. I can try it with ENP OS3. Let me try it. Okay, so ETH tool and ENP 0S3. Maybe I can see the settings supported. Okay, links model. Yeah, so you can just use it and explore it. This is just an essential. Okay, so if you need to monitor network bandwidth and display the real-time statistics. So if top, so basically top you can use to display all the, it's like a task manager. I don't need it, or else you can do its top. This is a good UI, which will provide a good UI than a top. I don't need that now. So you can actually use IP top also to display a network bandwidth. Okay, no, I need to give us sudo privileges. Yeah, you can see the network bandwidth. Okay, so because I'm not doing anything. Like if I open Chrome, there is some operations going on. Yeah, if I open Chrome, this is connected to somewhere else, right? So I'm not doing any operations. So if I don't do any operations, means nothing. Like I'm not connected to internet, I'm not downloading, I'm not searching anything from the internet. So if I'm not searching, then how it will get the data? So you need to search anything like youtube.com. If I search youtube.com, see the signals where it is going. You can see there's many modifications or many these things. You can see YouTube open, and you can see there is many this one, or else you can use -n also with this, and you can just refresh this page. You can see your system, which is called 10.0.2.15. I showed you before, I guess. You can see here, if config, you can see your system IP address is 10.0.2.15, and which is actually connecting to 118. This is the servers. This is a YouTube server, I guess. There is many threads here, but this is the servers it is connecting, or the data centers. So this was the basic Linux command that is more used in a network. If you are a network engineer, it is more used. Okay, so there is many commands that you can explore it, but this is the essential and the basic one I have showed you. And thank you for watching. Bye. Please subscribe it.